Guys, what's up? I am back with another video. This one is going to be a writing video. I know I haven't done one in a while. I'm so bad about this. This is like why most people come to my channel, and what draws them in is my writing career, and I neglect making videos about it so much. So I've decided to do this one. This was a video idea that showed up on my Instagram, which is author Alyssa if you are interested in checking that out. But this one, someone asked me to do a video on how to get started. And I haven't done a video like this, and obviously this could be a very short video, which is just do it, like just get started, just sit down and start. But I figured, I could give you some more tips if you were interested in trying to get started, and an easier, slower way to do that than just to sit down. So I definitely think that when I wrote my book, it only took me 3 months. This was my first book, and it was a shorter book. It was only 150 pages, but still, I literally wrote this book in 2 to 3 months. And it's just because I told myself, I was like, this summer, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write this book that I'm super passionate about. And another thing you'll notice when you're writing is that as you continue to write the story, if it's the right story, it'll just start coming together. You'll start thinking about it all the time. You'll start writing about it. You'll start, like, I left myself so many crazy voice memos that make no sense to me now as I listen back, or wrote notes and kept paper on me so that I could write random notes to self and add it into my story or my characters or something later. So you'll find that you completely get absorbed by this book if you spend enough time dedicated, like truly dedicated to the story. You'll find it like follows you throughout the day. You think about it all night. You're always thinking about the book. So I mean, that's my personal experience. Maybe it'll be different for you, but I definitely think just to say, okay, what am I doing every day that's taking up hours of my day that doesn't need to? Like, for me, it was Netflix. I literally just said no Netflix for 3 months, and I wrote a book. I had enough time to write a book, and I stayed up a little later than I was used to. I just drank coffee like late into the evening and wrote a few more hours rather than, I don't know, going to bed earlier. And it wasn't like late. Like, I'm an old person in a young person's body. Like, I like to be in bed at 10, so I stayed up till midnight, which for most people, they're probably up that late. But it was those few hours, and also just when I was done with school, when I was done with classes, I sat down and I wrote. And I personally, like, I cut out some social events. Like, I didn't go out with my friends as much as I did because we just like do nothing, and I could be writing. And I was also passionate, like I said, so I wanted to be sitting there writing all day instead of doing things with other people all the time, or watching TV, whatever it is. I did find, though, personally, like, a lot of people aren't inspired by TV. A lot of writers and readers don't like TV, they don't like movie adaptations. They don't like stuff like that. But I am definitely a visual learner, and I love books, but I'm more engaged with the story when I see it visually in a movie, and it still has the same effect on me. I'm still super inspired by the story. It gives me ideas for writing it. I can see the scene, I can see the characters. I enjoy movies and TV shows a lot, and I think that it does provide the same level of intrigue for me as a book. So it is kind of different to cut it out for me because that was something that inspired me. But yeah, if you're trying to write and you're an avid reader, maybe put the reading hours you have towards writing, or if you play video games, put that towards writing. Really, it's media. If you sit, like, I don't know if it's a setting you set up yourself or if it automatically comes up, but my iPhone tells me all the time how much screen time I've had, like, through the week. And oftentimes it'll be like, you've been on your phone 7 hours. Well, I could like cut my time back. Seriously, I actually heard that there's an app where you can set it so that every app you're on, like if I was on TikTok for 15 minutes, it'll time me out and say, okay, your 15 minutes is up. Okay, your 15 minutes on Instagram's up today. Okay, your 15 minutes on Twitter, like, etc. So it helps to keep you from going on those apps for extended periods of time and just getting absorbed by them, because they're all things where you hop on to check like a notification, and then you're on the explore page for like 2 more hours. So that's another way, media wise, to cut out a lot of time you're using in insignificant ways and to use it for writing. So yeah, for me, it's just, I mean, it's different for everybody what distracts them from writing. A lot of people do have busier schedules. And I actually have a really good book that I read called The Nighttime Novelist. It's recommended in my top books for aspiring authors video. But it's a really great novel, or not novel, but like help book for writers who do work from 9 to 5 and they don't have time. They have a family, they have, you know, all these things going on in their life, and they truly, like, they're not sitting on their phone for 7 hours. They just don't have time. And it's a book that really approaches it in a way that's approachable to writing a book. It talks about just dedicating 1 hour, you know, to writing or whatever. And so I definitely recommend that if you are someone who is really strapped for time, but you really want to write something you've been wanting to write for a long time. Again, weekends, you know, like you can always, if you work 9 to 5, do weekends. There's usually always time to write a book. You just have to sit down and do it, like I said in the beginning of this video. So those are kind of my tips and advice for sitting down and writing a book. Definitely just cut out the necessities, you know, of your life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So just do it. Go sit down, go write your book. I'm sure you'll do great. Let me know if you guys followed any advice or tips in this video, or if you have any advice and tips that I did not cover in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.